Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Amanda Mora, and I promised I'd be updating you guys on how the investigations on the murder of Agnes Tirop is going on. So here I am. This is part 4 of a 4-part series, and I think this is going to be my last video because the investigations are almost over. According to me, if you ask me, they're even over. So anyway, let me read for you what has been going on since my last video. I wanted to compile all of them up and just serve them to you in one serving, in one sitting. And Agnes Tirop is going to be buried today. She's being buried today. So yeah, let me get to it. Hiya, this is the Daily Nation. Ooh, that's bright. Yeah, October 19th, and I'm only going to read a few paragraphs, or the highlights, let me say that. Otherwise, this is going to be a 30-minute video. We don't want that. So if you have not seen part 1, part 2, part 3, please go back and watch those, especially for my international people who are not in Kenya and have not been keeping up with the news or the stories. Otherwise, I continue. Until now, we know Ibrahim Rotich, who's the husband to Agnes Tirop, has been detained by the police for 20 days to further investigations. Agnes' family are trying to secure her property, which is in the name of the husband, yet it's her property. So up until then, this is the 19th of October. So I'm only going to read the highlights, people. Only the highlights. Documents show one of the plots was sold at 9 million Kenya shillings. The house in Iten, where she was murdered, is in the suspect's name. What? Okay. Now, the court has also directed that the suspect taken for mental assessment at the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital in Eldoret to determine his fitness to stand trial. Tirop will be buried at her parents' home at Kapnyamisa Village in Nandi County today. Saturday is today. Move on to October 21st. Now get this. Suspect in Tirop murder, who's the husband, left a confession note, says police. The prime suspect in the murder of two-time world 10,000 meter bronze medalist Agnes Tirop, Ibrahim Emmanuel Rotich, left behind a confession note before he fled their Iten home. Why are they still calling him a prime suspect if there's already a confession note? He's not a suspect anymore. Now he's a criminal of murder. In the note, Mr. Rotich reported. Oh, I can't talk. In the note, Mr. Rotich reportedly said their relationship was full of fights. Keyo North Sub-County DCIO Andolo Munga, in an exclusive interview with The Nation yesterday, said detectives had overwhelming evidence against the athlete's estranged lover and coach. The threshold for murder is overwhelming. The autopsy report and the suspect's confession note, together with the murder weapons, a knife and a wooden club, rungu, has given us overwhelming evidence which points to murder, said the DCIO. Then why are you calling him a prime suspect? He's a murder criminal. So why is it taking so long for you guys to just prosecute him? I don't know. I don't understand. The athlete had cuts to her head as well as several stabs in the neck. The rungu exerted blunt force trauma, badly damaging her brain, leading to her death. Mr. Munga said, according to the investigation, it was clear the suspect had intention to kill her, and toxicological analysis will reveal more information. The confession by Mr. Rotich corroborates multiple claims by those known to the athlete, including her siblings, that she was a victim of domestic abuse. Mr. Rotich's parents had told detectives that their son called while crying, seeking God's forgiveness because he had committed a heinous crime before the body of the athlete was discovered on Wednesday morning. The evidence is too overwhelming. Way too overwhelming. Miss Tirop's younger sister, Miss Ibrahim Jebet Tirop, who was living with the athlete and was with her on Monday night before she was reported missing, had narrated how she had a commotion in her sister's bedroom. Not once, but on several occasions, my sister was savagely beaten. This is so sad. Even on the day she returned from the Olympic Games, that night she did not sleep, but was wailing the entire night because of the beatings. In the morning, her face was swollen and bruised, she said. Athlete's father, Mr. Vincent Tirop, said his daughter was a victim of physical abuse from her lover whom the family has disowned. Let it be known, in quotes, that my daughter was never married to the suspect. I have never met his parents or even received any bride price, he disclosed. So Agnes Tirop was a victim of gender-based violence, and in her burial procession, the message was loud and clear: end gender-based violence. Here it is. Here they made a banner right here to end gender-based violence. Oh, I hope you can see. It is so bright. So the message was clear: end gender-based violence. This was during the Requiem Mass for the late former world cross-country champion Agnes Jebet Tirop at Kapnyamisa Primary School in Nandi County. I'm not going to read the whole thing because her story is literally here, and even at the back here. As I said, it's going to be like a 30-minute thing. But let me see if I can show you. Oh, it's so bright. Oh, let me do that. See how many people were in the procession. Oh, it's like the whole Eldoret. And believe me, if other people would go there, tungeenda all counties. Haya, let me read a few things, and I'll try and put pictures here for you to see. In her honor, fellow athletes have agreed to launch the Agnes Tirop Foundation, which will help school children and upcoming athletes. The foundation will raise funds to support all the school going that Tirop supported, alongside her personal pacemakers whom she was also supporting. Tirop used to pay school fees for students in various schools. There are so many. Chepalungu Boys High School, Kapkole Girls, Asururiet SDA Primary, Ngechek High School, St. Elizabeth Chepkunyuk High School. You can imagine, yani one man's area becomes a whole world's loss. I have lost a sister and it's been tough thinking of the brutality in the name of a lover she went through. Is this the way we are going to be treated by the community as women and lose our lives in such a way? She posed. Langat asked men during the mass to swear that they will not mistreat or even murder women in their lives, saying Tirop's death should be the end of the gender-based violence. I have lost a sister and it will be tough for us because she used to pay all the bills for us, said Koilel. I was in Tokyo for the Olympic Games and I was handling Tirop and her death has shocked us. We are warning coaches and fake husbands who are just waiting for an athlete who earns her money to come and boast by buying big vehicles, yet they don't know where the money came from, warned Kira. Former 800-meter champion Janet Jebet warned of lawyers registering athletes' assets in the name of their athlete spouses without their consent. What? People do that? Are you for real? Her achievements have been listed all over this paper. It's so much. I'll just read a few. Her good performance attracted sportswear firm Nike as sponsors. She also attracted Adidas at some point. In 2017, during the World Cross Country Championship, she was among the Kenyans who took the first 6 positions, with Tirop emerging 5th in a race won by Irene Cheptai before winning bronze during the World Championships in London the same year. The world has mourned Tirop, with President Uhuru Kenyatta also paying tribute to the champion. President Kenyatta says, "It is unsettling, utterly unfortunate, and very sad that we've lost a young and promising athlete who, at a young age of 25 years, had brought our country so much glory through her exploits on the global athletic stage, including in this year's 2020 Tokyo Olympics, where she was part of the Kenyan team." Oh my gosh. There's so much. Here's a casket. Last lap for Agnes Tirop. Athletes carry the casket bearing the body of former world cross-country champion Agnes Jebet Tirop upon its arrival at Tirop's Kapnyamisa home school in Nandi County for a requiem service yesterday. You see, Eldoret town was in gridlock yesterday as thousands of athletes, athletics fans, and Kenyans generally turned up to see slain former world cross-country champion Agnes Tirop off on her final journey. During the entire procession, they held a giant banner with bearing the strong message, "End gender-based violence," with Tirop's images emblazoned on it. Their message was clear that the athletics community is tired of the domestic squabbles that have now claimed the life of the Kenyan's most promising athlete. Oh, listen to this one. Her athletics career started when she was at a tender age in primary school, which saw her record wins while in standard 4, grade 4. That is so interesting. Grade 4, let me see. She competed in the Twigon cross-country championships, where she emerged a winner and was gifted a lamb. Oh, that is so cute. Imagine you're in grade 4, you win the cross-country, and then you're gifted a lamb. Hey, anyway, how will you know she's Kali? How will you know? Tell me you're Kali without telling me you're Kali. As a country, even internationally, we mourn Agnes Tirop, and I pray that she rests in peace, and I'm praying for her family that peace come upon them and her friends too. It's really, really heartbreaking, and I pray that justice is served soon. With that, I close this short series of our young star, Agnes Tirop. Yeah.